Hello everybody and welcome in to week 14 as we got a special one for you today. Let me know if you can hear me. Once again, huge shout out to McNasty who makes us some banger overlay graphics for Gameday. We got Stanford, we got Notre Dame. I love the helmets against the black backdrop. This is going to be a wild one. Pretty much a de facto playoff game. I don't see either the winner of this game getting left out, especially Stanford. They're not playing in the Pac-12 championship, so yeah, so let's get right into it. So we're going to go over Notre Dame first. They're the visitors. These are two teams that are littered with SFA players. Notre Dame is inactive, active, somewhat, whatever, but they got Buckner as their starter here. Pretty good season, more of a game manager. Chris Tyree, who Pinhead needs to score today. He's having a good year. And then here's where the SFA players start dripping. Alan Hearns, a junior redshirt, 86 overall. I do not think he's playing today. I believe he's questionable, so I don't think we will not see him. Josh Ray and Jarvis Landry, the SFA player. So we'll for sure see Jarvis Landry. And then Kenneth Bibbins is an SFA player as well, one of my favorites. He has 6 touchdowns this season. He's popping off at tight end. Offensive line, they do have SFA player Greg Robinson as a backup, but really center is only a spot where they are weak at all. Watch out for William Golston, SFA player on the edge, number 90. On the other side, they got an 84, and in the middle, 90s. Vinny Sunseri, SFA player. He's having himself a decent year here. We'll see him. You got Christian Kirksey, the SFA player as well. Shout out to the South Bend Today articles I used to write. This is not an SFA player. This is just an insanely good CPU guy. Clarence Lewis, he had 3 interceptions on a game day last season, but he's not an SFA player. DeAndre Jordan will not be playing. Decent players on the back end, but nothing special. At kicker, they do have a good one. He has 91 kick power, so we should see plenty of kicks from them. So this is a good team. They just haven't really played any great competition. Now on the other side, this is a team that is all offense, no defense. You got Tanner McKee, who has gate-kept Sean Mannion, the SFA player, from ever playing. But this man is insane. 31-7, 3,600 yards. He could get to 4,000 today. Alfred Blue, their starting running back, SFA player. He could get to 1,000 yards today. Trey Mason as well, we might see him. And the best wide receiver in the country, one of the 99 overall club, SFA man, 1,200 yards, 13 TDs, guaranteed team of the year guy. Quincy Nunez is about to pop off for sure. Tyrese Hall is an SFA player, but he is buried on depth chart. I don't think we see him today. Darren Waller and Nick Van Nett both buried on depth chart, so I don't think we see them. Offensive line is a little bit weaker than Notre Dame's for sure. On the line, Michael Sam, he's an SFA guy, he's buried. Tony Easley as well buried. Decent defensive tackles. Linebackers, pretty good. We might see Kyle Powers. He has played a little bit, but I doubt it. Kyle Powers, SFA guy. But this is the man, the myth, the legend, top 5 in the country in interceptions with 6. His name is FORK, Fork. I'm hoping he has a big game today. Number 1 corner on the team. Ryan Scalise was like a 5-star player, but he's not an SFA guy. Kwiatkowski as well, their starting safety, is an SFA player. And they have a good kicker as well here, 96 power. So we should have no problem with kicking today. I say that lightly. So I'm hyped for this game for sure. We're gonna do some cool uniforms. It's basically a playoff game. So Notre Dame at Stanford. Oh baby. So I think there's an all black one here for Stanford. I mean, come on, you've got to go all black, right? Yeah, man, we're going all black. All black. And then Notre Dame, I got to give them... Yeah, we guess we got to just go... Ooh, are we going to go all pinstripe? Oh no, it's a dark color. No, I think they don't have any just white pants, they just gold, so. I can't do green and my color blindness will get fucked. I can't do that. So we gotta go white. I can't do the green. Alright, I'll do the pinstripe pants. But I can't do the green. Oops. Here, alright. I'll do the pinstripe helmet. There. No, it's Notre Dame. We gotta give them the gold. We'll give the pinstripe. Wanna make sure they stay black. Alright, and then I need my... Yeah, I can only do the color on color stuff when it's like, cause it's a dark green. If it was like a, if it was like an Oregon green, then sure, but, thumbnail. Alright, anybody have a, okay, fuck the Yankees. They would've won if the roof was closed. Alright, number 12 versus number 3. Basically for a playoff spot here, boys. On Stanford. I'm cheering for Stanford. Notre Dame, they're just not a playoff. Come on. So, let's take a look at injuries. Bragg. Yeah, so Hearns is not playing. He still has 2 weeks. So, that's unfortunate. We got rain here in Southern California. Rainy day. Yeah, the greens would have fucked me up in this rain. One of the best offenses in the country versus... Ooh, wait, I'm nervous. Looks like I'm dropping some frames for some reason, but it should be fine. Hopefully. Just gonna let the intro play, so hopefully we get back up. Phone is in, Alright, Notre Dame at Stanford here. And Stanford will kick it, so we'll see Notre Dame first here.
The Stanford Cardinal is lined up for the kickoff. Henderson back to return.
Alright, they're going to keep it. The gold helmets do not look all that great. I had some drop frames there for a little bit. Sorry. Alright, Notre Dame. First play to Kenneth Bibbins, and he gets destroyed by none other than Fork. Watch out for Fork.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
So SFA on SFA player crime right there. Yeah, I don't know why they have the same damn music for every team. That's so annoying. So 2nd and 6 on this first drive here. Man in motion. They're going to run a little triple option with Chris Tyree, and he gets the first down. Remember, Stanford defense is pretty shit. But look out for Fork, top of your screen, number 4 on this defense, and Kwiatkowski as well as the strong safety. Chris Tyree gets around Fork. He takes a bad angle, and Kwiatkowski has to bring him down after 20 yards. So a terrible angle from Fork there. He's already making himself known today. He's a boomer bust guy for sure. So number 9's Kwiatkowski, number 4 is Fork. They're running the option again. This time he runs straight into the defensive end. Okay, that's rude. Don't talk about Fork like that. Fork is an SFA legend. I'm not sure which number Jarvis Landry is yet. But this handoff to a wide receiver. That's Josh Ray. Okay, so Jarvis Landry, I believe, is number 13. They're across the 50 here. On the opening possession, he beams it over the middle, and that was dangerous. So 2 passes, they've both gone to Kenneth Bibbins, and Stanford gets the stand to start this massive, massive game. And that's going to go into the end zone as Tanner McKee comes on out. Surprisingly, he's not in the playoff conversation. Yeah, what's a real travesty is Fork didn't go to ASU. All right, Alfred Blue in the background, Quincy Enunwa, and he gets sacked on the opening play by none other than William Golston, SFA legend in his own right. A huge play to start the game there. Fuck the Fork. So number 90, bottom of your screen. Plenty of linebackers. I know Thomas Davis on this defense as well. But McKee over the middle. How are you cheering for Notre Dame over there? Gross. Notre Dame's been good way too long in the SFA. Time for them to go down to business. Big third down here. He throws it and finds Darren Waller, surprisingly. So the third string tight end getting in work today. All right, Darren Waller, I see you. Yeah, he is a sophomore. He was a season 7? I don't know. Handing it off to Alfred Blue, his first carry. So it looks like Darren Waller is getting some playing time either in like the 4th wide receiver spot. I know their number 1 tight end is leading the country in receiving yards. Alfred Blue again on the run, this time only for 2. Yeah, he just caught a pass. Number 89. He's a tight end on Stanford, but he's buried on the depth chart, but he's in the slot right now. A wide receiver mid-screen, and that's going to be snuffed out. Bryce Farrell. So we have not seen Quincy Enunwa yet.
That brings up 4th and 3.
So back-to-back punts.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
Memphis deserves to be 2. I don't know. For sure not over Stanford if they win. More quick option here for Notre Dame. Oh, God. Cork this time breaks it up. Cork already has 2 tackles. What a monster. The all-white sleeves. You love to see it. That get-up probably looks a little bit better in the regular whites. Kenneth Bibbins in motion. Buckner's going to run, and he gets sacked. Stanford's coming up clutch so far. They might be playing worse because they're wearing pinstripes. It's been 2 drives. Relax, and there's rain. 3rd and 14. Buckner, and he is hit, and they're calling that a fumble. Recovered by the offense. That was a close one. This offensive line is getting destroyed early. It's surprising. Normally they call that a throw. They might review that. No, they're just going to punt it here, so great field position for Stanford. I think we'll get some scores here. So number 9 returns it. He's across the 50, Colby Bowman. All right, Tanner McKee comes out with the pistol. Aaron Waller looks to be starting on the outside. Alfred Blue gets about 8. So, very interesting. So, I guess Darren Waller might just be a very, very good wide receiver. I don't know, weird. He's been out there a couple times. Quick throw here to Colby Bowman. He breaks a tackle. He gets 6. He gets the first down. Quincy New at the bottom of your screen. Yeah, so it looks like Darren Waller's their 4th wide receiver as he's in the slot. And that's a pick for Tanner McKee. A horrible throw over the middle. Double coverage. KJ Wallace takes it away. So, a fantastic opportunity for Stanford, just blown away. Tanner McKee, trash can. They're going to run it this time. Chris Tyree, and he is stopped. That's Kwiatkowski. Nick Kwiatkowski making a play in the middle. I mean, dude, Washington's a good team. I think you probably jumped Kansas State this week, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about it. Chris Tyree on the counter. He has the outside. Kwiatkowski breaks the tackle, and Chris Tyree's off to the races. Can one man to beat? And he does! Chris Tyree! My God, so Notre Dame gets a pick, and they get a big explosive play. No one could shed a block. Kwiatkowski misses the tackle. And Notre Dame scores first. Stanford defense definitely an L. Damn. So Stanford down bad here at home to start. Yep, we're going to conference championship week. Fucking hell. Damn it, I wanted you to at least sweat a little bit. You just popped off. Oh man, Colby Bowman. So, potentially already the play of the game in the first quarter. Dumps it off to Alfred Blue here. got to see this high-powered offense. They can stop making mistakes. Stop your propaganda. Memphis is not in the top 3 team. Alfred Blue. And you got to watch out. Notre Dame and these linebackers are super tough. Like, their worst starting linebacker is Christian Kirksey, who's like an 85 overall. So they're spreading the field here on 3rd and short. It's a mid-screen, and they're not going to get it. Bryce Farrell does not get 4. So they're going to punt it right back to Notre Dame. Not a good start at all. Bro, you're in the top 5 with your best win being Texas State. I think that's pretty, that's a lot of respect.
Return for a gain of 9 yards.
Chris Tyree again. This time, Kwiatkowski's able to make the tackle. He's kicking himself after the last one.
That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
You love when your safeties get up and make plays behind the line. It means they're really not respecting throwing, especially with their #1 wide receiver out. I've yet to see Jarvis Landry. Buckner dumps it off to Tyree again. He's pretty much been their entire offense today. He goes for 4.
Number 3 makes the tackle.
Memphis will not stand for lies and slanders. There's Ohio State. Much better. We'll see. We'll see. Just win next week. Alright, Buckner. 3rd and 4. Throws a duck, and that is picked! They're going the other way! Number 18, he breaks a tackle, breaks another, and stopped inside the 10. Buckner looking like he's playing against Marshall out here. Jimmy Wyrick jumps the route, and he almost had a pick 6. So Stanford making plays. If that was Fork, I would have jumped out of my fucking skin. At the end of the first quarter, Notre Dame is up 7-0, but Stanford's inside the 10. So already 2 turnovers here in the rain. A terrible late throw by Notre Dame there. Alright, Tanner McKee, what can they do? Can they get this run game going? No, he throws it over middle, wide open, and that's Benjamin Yursosek, one of the leading receivers in the country. He adds another to get this game tied. And that was a quick response there. If we tie, I mean, I'm ahead of you. So, but if we tie, then we both get the reward, or we split it. All right, Notre Dame, what can you do? Coming off a terrible pick, they're just gonna hand it off to Chris Tyree. It's really all you can do. My second best streak is 5, so I'd still win. Hand off, Chris Tyree breaks a tackle. If Notre Dame just hands it off to Chris Tyree, he's going to win. 7 rushes. He's averaging over 15 a rush. Come on, just hand it off to him. God damn. Quick option here, and he does not get the pitch. Lance Kennelly for the already 3 tackles for loss for the big man. The quick option either is great or it's horrific. There's never an in-between. They hand it off again. Tyree up the middle. This time he's stuffed for nothing. A 3rd and long incoming. brings the average down to 13. So they've not converted a third down yet. Buckner, corner blitz. He does a risky one again, but he's taken down by none other than Fork. Show off those muscles, Fork. Yes, sir. Stanford's getting the ball back. So Bowman's going to return this. He breaks a few tackles, gets back to 25. Was that last touchdown enough to spark this offense? Tanner McKee, he has time. Throws it over the middle, wide open, and that's Bryce Farrell for 18. All right, they're coming out again. Wide open on the button hook. Bryce Farrell again getting loose, this time for 19. Oh shit, the buckworm is on punts. The what the hell is a buckworm? All right, Tanner McKee drops back. He has all the time in the world. Dumps it off to his #1 target, Benjamin Eurosek. We still have yet to see Quincy Enunwa get involved. He's number 12 at the top of your screen. Highest rated player in the country. They get it to Quincy this time. Breaks a tackle, but that's going nowhere. He loses 1 yard. They're trying to get him involved early, but Clarence Lewis hits him behind the line. And they're going deep and triple coverage, and that's knocked away. Looking for Bowman. That was risky on third and medium. Oh yeah, no, this is Stanford. Fourth down, they're going for it. They get to Alfred Blue, and he does not get there. Christian Kirksey on the tackle. Alfred Blue just could not get past Christian Kirksey, and Notre Dame's taken right back over. Oh, Nelle. Notre Dame coming out pro. Toss it to Chris Tyree this time, who has the edge again. Chris Tyree, and Fork is able to stop him after 44 yards this time. He goes across the field. Chris Tyree is having himself a day on the ground. Already 150 yards. My God. So Notre Dame's already threatening here. I don't think we've ever seen this bad of a run defense. As Chris Tyree takes it again. Finds the outside. 4 men hit him at once. He gets 5. Fork already has 5 tackles on the day. He's at the bottom of the screen, 1-on-1. Kenneth Bibbins to the slot. Hand it off to Tyree again, and Fork makes another tackle behind the line. Watch out. You don't want to let Fork get warmed up. Third and 6. Buckner, he's going to throw it. And wide open. Jarvis Landry makes his first catch of the day. That time on Fork. Fork thought he was going to the end zone, but he stopped and turned around for a button hook. Notre Dame threatening inside. Chris Tyree. Fork makes another stop. He's up to 160 yards now. Inside the 10, 2nd and 4. 2 tight ends on the field. They hand it off. Chris Tyree up the middle. And he stopped just short of the line to gain. 3rd down coming. The big nasties are out. They're stacked to the right side. 3rd and 1. Hand it off the middle, and he is stuffed. Fork was in there. I think Kwiatkowski got himself in there as well. And they're going for it. They don't want to take the lead. No. Notre Dame wants to go for the touchdown. 4th and 2. They're going to hand it off to Chris Tyree up the middle. And depends on spot. They're going to give him the first. Fork got there at the last second, and he just was not able to bring him down. It's basically Tyree versus Fork. And they're going to hand it off again, Tyree. And this time he goes in his 2nd touchdown of the day. Notre Dame takes the lead. Yeah, Doggard, you said it. This isn't Stanford versus Notre Dame. It's Tyree versus Fork. Because that was almost blocked right there. It's Kansas State. They beat Kansas. And Kansas could end up in the New Mexico Bowl, depending on what the committee decides. Stanford once again is down 7. Notre Dame is doing to Stanford's defense what we thought Stanford would be doing. So, definitely Notre Dame is winning on defense. Hand it off here. Alfred Blue, he's yet to really get a big run. This time he only gets 6. Come out in the offset eye. Alfred Blue again. So they're not letting the clock become a factor. They're just running their own offense. Except Oklahoma's actually 6-5, so. And up the middle for Alfred Blue. He breaks a tackle. It's another 6. Christian Kirksey, he has himself 5 tackles, having a decent day. No. Pinhead. Over the middle, and that is a tight window, and that's knocked away by the defender. SFA Player of the Year will come out probably this week, whenever Heisman comes out in game. And a little floater there to Kobe Bowman. Stanford's driving here. 2 minutes until halftime. Plenty of time. No need to rush it. Tanner McKee dumps it off here. That was a very risky throw, but it worked out. So, if Stanford wins this game, you can practically hand them the number 5 seed. Stanford, and that's dropped by Quincy Enunwa. You do not see that often, but he was hit right when it got there. Could have been pass interference, but they do not call it. 3rd and 7. Handed off on 3rd and 7, Alfred Blue, and he gets stuffed. 4th and 3, decision time. Do they bring out the field goal unit for a long field goal? No. In the rain, they must not like that idea. They're going for it again. 2 teams with great kickers. because they can't win. The top 4 seeds are guaranteed conference champions. You get a quote-unquote home game if you win your conference. So they're running out clock here. Good idea. If they don't get this. Wide open. All right, they find Quincy, even though he had a wide open tight end on the other side, but it works. Now they're hurrying it up a little bit. 2 timeouts, 41 seconds. No, you can win your championship, so you can be top 4. Tanner McKee. And he's sacked. William Golston again. They take the timeout. 2nd and 18 here. They're in fringe kicking lane. There's 6 auto bids. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, Quincy Anunua gets to the 18. Oh, if there's not 4 auto bids, yeah. Stanford. All right, Bowman inside the 10. Can Stanford tie it up before half? They're rushing. Darren Waller in the slot. Time's ticking. Dumps it off to Alfred Blue, and he gets stuffed, and they are not going to take the timeout. So you got to think they're just going to kick the field goal. Yes, here it comes. Notre Dame holds before half, and they're going to take the lead. Kick is up. Yeah, we've never had an auto bid get yoinked yet. So we've yet to see a conference left out in 2 years. I think there's going to be like 3 or 4 opportunities for that this season. But last season, none of them happened, so. Notre Dame at half takes the lead. And it's halftime, boys. You know what that means. First, I want to show you guys Tutty Tally for Season 10 by Pinhead. It's moving to a tier system. So, this will probably be posted, and he'll explain it more. But basically, you're just going tier by tier throughout the whole season. Next up, tune in to SFA and Chill on Thursday. McNasty will be telling everybody his top 3 choices of where he's going to go. So that's going to be awesome. And then finally, the first ever recruiting update in the middle of a game. Jackie Claude, he only had 3 pitches. These are the top 3. This is something we may or may not be doing moving forward. But these are the only 3 people who pitched to them, so that will be decided today. So definitely a heavyweight battle right there. And we're back here with the stats. We had 3 ads today. Thank you, guys. And also, as we come to playoffs and everything, there's going to be so many opportunities for ads. The hurricane kind of messed up the whole media thing, or the budget. So just send me if you want to make an ad. I'll put it on any of the streams, no problem. Just DM me or McNasty an ad, and I'll get it on there.
Number 12, deep to return.
All right, second half starts, and Stanford gets the ball first. Oh, there's also a trophy on the line. So not only a playoff spot, but there's a trophy here. If ASU wins the Pac-12, it will get yoinked. So, like, Washington will still get the auto bid if they beat them. Oh, man, yeah, so there's quite a few opportunities then. We could have a wild playoff. Alfred Blue, he has room up the middle, finally getting some room to run. 2nd and 1. Stanford, surprisingly, one of the top offenses in the country, only has 10 points. Got to think they're due for an offensive explosion here. Hand it off again, Alfred Blue, and they're going to call him short again. These linebackers are having their way. Hand it off. Easy conversion this time. Surprised that Tanner McKee's not throwing it more. He has one of the best wide receiver cores in the country. Alfred Blue once again up the middle. I think Memphis, honestly, if you go 12-1 and there's only one auto bid, you're probably going to make it with one loss. I think there's just not enough. I think it'll be more so that... oh my, another pick. Tanner McKee needs to stop throwing the ball as he throws it right to Christian Kirksey, the SFA player. What a terrible throw behind the wide receiver, and Christian Kirksey makes an acrobatic catch. Is Notre Dame proving all the haters wrong, talking about their schedule all year? Chris Tyree. I mean, a 2-loss Stanford team still could get in, but it's a bit scary. Notre Dame with 2 losses for sure is not getting in. Okay, Notre Dame. Buckner, he's going for it, and he slides. Tries to take out the legs of a linebacker like Mac Jones. 1-6 on 3rd down. They still have the lead. Watch out for Kenneth Bibbins here. Hand in the ground. He goes out for the pass. He goes to Kenneth Bibbins, who's taken down. Big tackle there. His second reception of the day, and Stanford will get the ball right back. That interception will not hurt them too much, but 2 interceptions for Tanner McKee on the day. Really not what you like to see from a guy who's really leading the country in throwing. Kobe Bowman ran over like 3 guys there. And Stanford finally put something together. Holy shit, come on. Offset eye. They do a toss here. He gets a few blocks. Still not much for Alfred Blue. Only 3. He has 72 yards, averaging 5 yards a carry, but he's still getting outplayed by Chris Tyree. JoJo Johnson has 7 tackles himself. Tanner McKee, he's going to throw it to the boundary. That's Kobe Bowman for 4. Once again, another 3rd down here. So Quincy Nunez still only has 1 catch on the day. He's being clamped right now by Clarence Lewis. They hand it off on 3rd and 4, and he does not get there. Alfred Blue stopped again by this linebacker core. And they are going to kick it. Oh dear. Fake punt, please. Bring in the house. And they do not get there. So he's going to try to return this. And he is mollywopped there, but gets 10 on the return. So Notre Dame has a big chance here to go up 2 scores. Yeah, I'm not sure why Notre Dame just isn't just handing it off to Tyree every time. The man's gonna have over 200 yards. Look at this man. Jesus. Can't believe you're cheering for Notre Dame. It actually helps you more, I think, if Stanford wins. Stanford, and they get a pick! Buckner throws it away on the first throw of the possession. His 2nd interception on the day. Stanford getting bailed out again. Stanford gets the ball right back. This is, neither team wants to win this game. Hand it off to Alfred Blue. Fights up the middle. He's been fighting hard all day.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Christian Kirksey up to 7 tackles and an interception. Come out in the pistol again. Man in motion. Hand off. This another counter. He reverses field. Blue for 11. Stanford's once again driving. They just need to avoid the turnovers, the mental mistakes. You'd think if you go to Stanford, you don't make mistakes, but you do. Hand off again. Somehow sidesteps William Golston, who is pushed in the back. Those jerseys are getting muddy and turning brown. Gotta think, when is Quincy Enunwa going to make a play? He's due. Alfred Blue finds room to the outside, not much. He hits actually nothing on that. And another 3rd and long. Correct. Darren Waller in the slot. He's going deep here. He finds Quincy Enunwa, who breaks a tackle and gets to the 5. There he is, right on cue. The best receiver in the country. Gets right past Clarence Lewis and just barely misses the end zone. Stanford is driving. At the 5, Tanner McKee in shotgun. Hands it off. Alfred Blue stuffed. As soon as Alfred Blue gets to the linebackers, he just gets blown back. At the 3, they're in the I formation. Handed up right up the gut. Alfred Blue tries to bounce it, and he's stuffed again. 3rd and goal. If it gets to 4th down, are they going to take the field goal? Big nasties on both sides. They come out in a pistol formation, so maybe some trickery coming in. They run quick option. Tanner McKee, he cannot get it himself. Christian Kirksey on the tackle, and they are going to take another field goal here to go down by 1. But I will say, as the kick is good, this will, even if Notre Dame scores a touchdown, it'll still be a 1-score game. What happened to Utah this year? Just injuries. Won the national championship last year, and this year, pretty much the same roster, but injuries kind of screwed them. No way you go for that. You know what? If they would have taken the field goals earlier, they would be up 16-14. So I always say, take the field goal. Besides, I would not count on Notre Dame not throwing another pick. Bibbins in motion. Buckner's going to throw it. And that's into coverage again, but Josh Ray makes the catch. That was very dangerous. Surprisingly, Buckner has only thrown it 9 times today. And he throws this one away immediately. Jaquindon Jackson is a 90 overall, though, the guy who replaced Cam Rising. But he got injured for like 8 weeks with a foot fracture, so I believe. Come out in pistol. Hand it to Chris Tyree finally. He has all the room in the world, because why not? And who else makes the tackle? Fork. He's up to 174 yards on the day. Fork's got 9 tackles. No interceptions for Fork yet. They come out spread on 3rd and 1. And Buckner keeps it, surprising everybody. And he gets the 1st down. Everyone and their mom thought that was going to Tyree, but Notre Dame is across the 50. Tyree up the middle. He gets room again. He gets 5. One of his worst rushes on the day, only a gain of 5.
That brings him 2nd and 5.
Definitely tell by the play splits of how they wanted to come in and play this game. 3-1 running. They hand it off again up the middle, and he stops. So a 3rd and 2. Are they going to get saucy and throw it, or are they just going to run it right up the middle? Bukowski makes another good play. I formation, you got to think this is a run. Ray in motion. They're going to throw it here. And he's open. Kenneth Bivens down the field for 20. So Buckner puts that on a rope and finds Bivens. And that was a great throw as he just got open. Watch out, boys. Kenneth Bivens, baby. He caught the game-winning touchdown in the Citrus Bowl last season to break Ole Miss's heart. Buckner again over the middle. And that, whoever that linebacker was missed an easy interception. And they're inside the 10 as the third quarter comes to a close. With a playoff spot on the line. Notre Dame leads by 1, 9 minutes remaining. Oh, baby. And if Notre Dame loses, most likely they're in the Citrus Bowl again. First and goal from the 9. You got to think you just give it to Tyree, right? Yep, here they go. It's a counter to the outside. He cuts inside, gets down to the 4. On the 4-yard line. Can Stanford hold? Notre Dame. He's going to run for it. He has some room, and he stopped, and they mark him short. Down at the 1, saving a touchdown was Kennelly. Third and goal. Can they stop him in the backfield? They're going to throw it. He's taken off again, and he's sacked. Tobin Phillips with the critical sack off the edge. He shed the block of Tyree and made the play. Is Notre Dame going to go for it? I can't imagine they go for this. No, they're going to kick it. Notre Dame here. It's going to go back up by 4. Alrighty, can Stanford do something? Their only TD came off an interception. That got him down to the 5 as Tanner McKee gets 6. You think this is one of the more exciting ones? I mean, with as much that's on the line, absolutely. Not a ton of big plays, but we still got 7 minutes. Tanner McKee. All-time world, he's taken off, and Golston again, his 3rd sack on the day for the SFA player, showing out and showing up, abusing this right tackle. To be fair, though, this is McKee's fault. He should have thrown that. He had so much time. 3rd and long. The jerseys are just muddy. Somehow the black jerseys are more muddy than the white ones. 3rd and 9. Tight end in motion. He has time. He gets it to Yursosek. He did a block and release pattern and gets the first down. You guys that don't know, Yursosek is in top 5 in the country in receiving yards. Him and Quincy Enunwa. Hand it off. Alfred Blue. He has room up the middle. And he gets a first down. He finally got past those pesky linebackers. He finally gets over 100 yards as well. Still about 200 yards, or 100 yards behind Chris Tyree. McKee, this is a counter. He cuts back. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. That is Liu Fao with his 4th tackle. Roger. All right, McKee, they're going to run quick option. McKee keeps it. He breaks the tackle. Not going to do much for him. A big loss at 3 there.
That brings up 3rd and 14.
And It looks like Alfred Blue kind of made the tackle. 3rd and long, down 4, 6 minutes left. At home. They hand it off on 3rd and long. Alfred Blue, and he's gets 11. All right, so a manageable 4th down incoming. And they're going for it. So they went into that play knowing they're going for it. And it worked out for them. Then you run it again. McKee keeps it. And he can't break the tackle, and Stanford turns it over again. One man to beat, and he just could not break the tackle, the cornerback. What a weird play call there, as Notre Dame takes over at the 43. Up 4, 5 minutes remaining, and they're throwing it. What are they doing? Buckner takes off. He gets some room. He slides. Weird slide there. He gets 8. Wackiness is heating up. You just feel like this isn't the end. Second and short. They're throwing it again. No idea why, but Buckner takes off again, and he slides again. Buckner with a 10 IQ play. Now they're driving. Stanford has to hold him to a field goal to have any chance here. Chris Tyree to the edge. He has a ton of room. Where's Fork when you need him? What are you even saying, dude? UB and WMU wasn't that great. We've had some crazy game days, though. Chris Tyree up the middle again, and he finds room up the middle. This might be one of the better single-game performances we've seen. Obviously nothing to compare to Micah Bernard, who went for over 300 in the national championship, but 213 and 2 TDs. He has almost all of their offense. Stanford has to get a field goal, or stop him for a field goal here, as Buckner keeps it. He has room, and he scores! Tyler Buckner up the middle for 15 to put Notre Dame up 11 and silencing the crowd. As Notre Dame looks to be breaking through that glass championship ceiling and is looking for their first CFP berth of the NCAA 14 era. So Notre Dame looks to be running away with it here. Stanford now has to rely on chaos to get into the playoff. I think if there is playoff or chaos, like, okay, so if ASU wins the Pac-12, right? They lost the Pac-12 champ and a playoff team in Notre Dame. So you got to think that they're one of the top at-large choices, but definitely would like to see them put up a fight here. 13 points with this kind of an offense is not all that impressive to the committee. They toss it here. Alfred Blue. He finds some room. No, he gets tripped up. Huge tackle there from Vinny Sinceri. Time is ticking away fast. Down 2 scores. Stanford's on their last hope, and they give him a very, very questionable first down. Gotta think they need a big play or something. Just they keep handing it off. Stop handing it off. You gotta throw it. You're not winning. Oh, Stanford, what are you doing? I thought there was no chance Stanford would lose this game. Everyone thought Notre Dame was frauds. Turns out the only fraud was Stanford. Okay, they finally get a decent throw. This is what they should have been doing all day. Bryce Farrell is 65. Now they decide to start hurrying it up. Throwing it again. Over the middle again, this time Anunwa. Wide open for 19. Stanford's picking up the pace now. Dumps it off to Eurosec, and he gets mollywopped at the line. Vinny Sinceri on the tackle. Or James Brown that time. Come on, Stanford. Do something. Wide open, that's Darren Waller, his second catch of the day, as they are now inside the 15. Dumps it off, Alfred Blue, he gets nothing there. Actually loses yardage. Tackled by the defensive lineman. Just a weird throw there by McKee, off target. He's been rattled all day today by William Golston. 2nd and 12, we're now inside 2 minutes. Hand it off, Alfred Blue, he gets nothing as time continues to tick. Not sure why we're still running it here. These linebackers have just been stuffing the run game all day. Clock keeps ticking. We're now inside a minute 40. Can Stanford make the comeback? 3rd down and 10. Over the middle, and that's dropped. 4th and 10. Game is on the line now. Stanford's faint hopes and honestly faint playoff hopes are on the line here now. 4th and 10. Dumps it back off Quincy Enunwa. Can he get there? He cannot. Quincy Enunwa just could not find the end zone. And that is a turnover on downs. And it looks like Notre Dame will be the first team in the country to punch their ticket to the playoff, most likely. Nothing is confirmed yet as Chris Tyree runs it down the throat once again. And this game is all but over. Tyree. Finally some negative yards. Jesus. Stanford is just hoping now for an at-large bid. Tyree, all the room in the world. They're trying to strip him. Fork tries, and he cannot. Will we see Fork again this season? That is a big question mark.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Four down. Mike three.
And this will be the last play of the game. Chris Tyree gets another big run. And that will do it. Notre Dame goes into Stanford's house in the rain and wins by 11, cementing themselves as a prime college football playoff contender. Very, very likely to get the #1 at-large spot. What a game by Chris Tyree, over 200 yards. Holy smokes. So, barring chaos, that's such a good photo right there. Barring chaos, yes. Alright, so while we're on stream here, I'm just going to quickly break down what we're looking at here for playoff. Let me just get the players of the game here. God, Chris Tyree, you are a menace. So 2 SFA players get on the... Okay, so we have Alright. Let's just go through this quickly. So, it's going to be Clemson versus Miami. Winner of that game, guaranteed playoff spot. Loser, most likely not. American is going to be Temple and Old Dominion. No playoff implications there. Big 12, Arkansas, if they win, they cannot make the playoff. Unless we manually put them in, I don't think so. Baylor can still get the auto bid. Kansas State is a prime contender for that one, for one of the remaining at-large spots. You got Ohio State, 12-0. Maryland looking for an at-large spot at 10-2. Illinois will play, so Ohio State's pretty much in no matter what. Conference USA, there's only an auto bid now if Memphis wins. They're the only team remaining in the group of 5 who has a chance. Notre Dame is most likely the top at-large spot recipient. There's guaranteed at least 2. Miami, Ohio, I don't see them getting into the playoff. They're facing, most likely, I think it's Toledo. New Mexico and UNLV. And then here in the Pac-12, it's going to be Washington, who, if they win, will get the auto bid. If Arizona State wins, then there's no auto bid, and that may open a spot for Stanford. Georgia gets into the playoff with a win, and Oklahoma will be facing them. So, and then over here it looks to be Florida Atlantic and South Alabama. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. I'm going to post the game, Sim Week 15, and then we'll do the conference, or the committee meeting right now. Great game. What a surprising win for Notre Dame. GG's. Thanks for watching.